What's up guys, Clint is here, back in the world of Destiny, and Wrath of the Machine, the latest raid from Bungie, is here. It's been out for a little over than 24 hours, and dozens of fire teams have gone in and completed it. There are tons and tons of YouTube videos out there on tips and tricks and how-tos and all that. I'm going to skip all that because that's not my style. I'm just going to give you my opinions, my thoughts, and where I think this raid is going to go in the future. Of course, I'll show you all my sweet loot that I got from completing it. My clan, my fire team here, spent about 6 hours total, split up in 2 parts on this final boss fight. It's very technical, it has a lot of mechanics, and of course it takes you a while to figure out those mechanics. And then of course once you got the mechanics down, it's a matter of just perfecting it, getting your communication down and whatnot. So that's why it took so long. Overall, I loved this raid. I really love it more than King's Fall. I prefer the aesthetics of the Plaguelands and the Siva environments. Oh my gosh, the Siva server farm was my favorite. It looks so amazing. We didn't explore, we didn't look for any chests or any secret passages or any puzzles. We'll do that later. We just wanted to complete the raid on day 1, and we got it done. I definitely like fighting the Fallen and the Siva Splicers more than the Hive and the Taken as well. So overall, I like this a lot more than King's Fall. Up until the final boss fight, I really loved every encounter. I loved the puzzles, I loved figuring out the mechanics, and the success and the pride that we got from kind of pretty much doing it on our own. We didn't really have any spoilers, we didn't look anything up. Obviously my chat was trying to help us, and my mods were doing a good job of sniping them and pulling spoilers out. So overall we did it on our own. I have to say though that this boss fight here, this Archon Prime, it feels a lot like Oryx. Again, very technical, very specific mechanics, requires all 6 people to get it done. Now this is normal mode, which means there are revives, and I personally died twice in this run. It took us about 12 minutes to complete it. I died twice. I know a couple other fire team members died as well. No big deal though, right? You finish this round, you get the revives, and you go back in there and get it done. Now, in a month from now, or whenever when hard mode comes out, revives are no longer an option. Also, we'll be under light leveled again, and there'll be probably additional enemies and or new enemies that makes it much more challenging. When that time comes, I predict that this is going to be Oryx 2.0, which means that when someone dies or when someone makes a mistake, we will have to wipe in order to start from scratch and get that semi-flawless run. Because the mechanics do require all 6 people to really get the job done. One person by themselves at any one point it's too much for one person to handle, especially with additional enemies coming out that we're predicting in hard mode. So I'm not looking forward to that. I hate Oryx. I hated King's Fall hard mode and challenge mode because of that reason. If someone made one silly mistake, they missed their jump, they got killed, they, just whatever it is, or they missed their part, they missed their platform or whatever. It was a wipe, and so many hours were wasted on Oryx because we had to wipe. We had to start over, and I really believe that this fight's gonna be the same way. It's just simply because of the way the mechanics are built, the way they're set up. So I'll run this probably another dozen times. When hard mode comes out, I'll run it. When challenge mode comes out, I'll run it. I want to get all the achievements. I want to get all the armor. I want to try out all the weapons. But because Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris and a couple other things will help me get to max light level, I don't see myself running this raid indefinitely. Just like I stopped running Oryx once I got all the calcified fragments and I got all the artifacts, I have no desire to run King's Fall raid ever again. Obviously this is only after 1 run on the first day, but again, it's just kind of the way my gut's feeling, the way it's ran. I feel like that's what's gonna happen in hard mode, which just takes the fun out of it. I mean, this is our last run. Obviously we finish it here. This is 3 hours later. I was done. I was so over it. I was ready to give up because I was just tired of just wiping and starting over. But I couldn't do that to my clanmates. I couldn't do that to my fire team because if I left, they weren't going to be able to complete it. So I gritted my teeth. I stuck through it, and we got the job done. So big shout out to my clan, Ovulus Lux, for our first Rise of Iron, Wrath of the Machine completion. GG's, boys. Alright, so let's talk loot, guys. All the weapons seem to have an inherent perk called Whirlwind's Curse. It gives you bonus agility while you're holding the weapon, and it does additional damage to Fallen. So you definitely want to use these raid weapons in the raid. They also have a perk in the 2nd tree and a perk in the 4th tree that work together. So this has Focus Fire and Focused Firefly. which basically means when Firefly is active, precision kills cause the target to explode, which sounds awesome. The Scout Rifle has triple tap, and it has one called triple double, which says that when the triple tap is active, it pulls one bullet from your reserve and puts it in your magazine. So you kind of have infinite ammo there while triple tap is activated, which sounds pretty cool. I'm looking forward to using that. I also got the Fusion Rifle, which is an Omelon Fusion Rifle, my favorite gun in the game. It's also Void, my favorite element, so I really love this weapon right here. It comes with Army of 1, and its special perk is 2 for 1, which doubles the effectiveness of Army of 1, which is unassisted kills with that weapon increase your grenade and melee cooldown. Also, as you upgrade these weapons, the SIVA effects on them enhance. So when 2 for 1 procs on that fusion rifle, oh man, it looks amazing. It glows red with veins. It has a cool sound effect. I loved it. This is the chest piece. It has bomb disposal shield. Take half damage when carrying the SIVA charge. Also, it appears that all the armor is re-rollable with SIVA key fragments. I'm not a fan of the way these look, so I won't be collecting them or using them other than just saying I've got them all. I also got the Ghost. Looks pretty dope. Love it a lot. Bummed out that it has Glimmer for Hive. I was hoping for Fallen because I could use it in the raid, but oh well. And then, of course, when you complete the raid, you get the new emblem, which is called Machine God's Bane. So you see that in your directory of all the people, those guys have completed the raid. So there you go, guys. That is my loot from my very first run. Like I said before, I will run this probably a dozen times. Hopefully get one of every gun, one of every armor piece to say that I've got them all. I can try them all. But let me know in the comment section down below if you've completed the raid, what weapons, what gear have you gotten, what's your favorite part, what's your least favorite part, and I will see you guys next time here in Rise of Iron.